Good morning, Maya. As you begin this professional journey, it is my understanding that you have a question regarding the dissertation process and the various components of a dissertation at Franklin University. First, to just reaffirm, I'll be with you every step of the way providing support. Anytime you have questions, need clarification, or simply need collegial support, I'm here for you. Since there are no transfer credits, there are 9 terms throughout your degree program. The first 6 terms covered over the initial 2 years are your actual coursework. During the last 3 terms, you will focus on the dissertation. Your dissertation will showcase your ability to solve a challenge within the workplace using action research. As a part of the dissertation and practice which you have selected, you will identify a problem in the real world and seek to document a process to implement a solution to it. During the first few courses, I really want you to begin thinking of a problem that you encounter and that you'd like to solve. What I always recommend to students is to identify a problem that you are professionally passionate correctly. I'll provide you a high-level summary. And again, though, I want to reiterate that I will be here supporting you every step of the way throughout your journey. I think it's great that you asked about the dissertation. Just remember, as I go over these 5 chapters, that you have an entire year to complete this. That's in your 3rd year of study. And it is a process that is completed over time, and it's not a singular event. And never think that the dissertation is something that you simply complete over a long weekend. I don't believe that you think that, but I just want to reaffirm that it's definitely not a long weekend process. It's several weeks, months, and but it's definitely doable and attainable. Franklin very much provides opportunities to ensure that students are afforded that opportunity to complete it within 1 year. So the first chapter of a dissertation is essentially the introduction. The introduction, you're going to identify the problem. And that's again essential that you have a topic that you want to solve, a problem that you want to address. There's also completion of your purpose statement, and you'll also be thinking about the theoretical construct that supports the study. And as you think about that, a theoretical framework is a collection of interrelated concepts. They're important because as a whole they identify within the scientific research something that you can study based on empirical evidence, and you need to keep in mind that it's important to identify research within the perspective of other studies that focus on a similar topic. So be thinking about what that looks like as you think about your problem. Again, the theoretical construct. Also, your problem statement, as I mentioned, is something that there's specific aspects of a problem statement that we'll go over down the road, and because it's that a 1-sentence problem statement is something that I always recommend, and we'll talk more about that as we are on our journey. Also, you'll be identifying research questions in Chapter 1. And certainly, I usually recommend that research questions be anywhere from 3 to 5 questions that are well constructed. Chapter 2 is your literature review. That provides a historical background, what the major issues are, perhaps any controversies that impact your study. And throughout the dissertation also there's level headings. And that's another piece that I'm just throwing out to you that will be a part of this process. As you write it, it helps to essentially organize your paper. Chapter 3 is your methodology, where you'll identify your participants, the various measurement techniques that you might have, the research design. You always want to consider whether you're going to do a qualitative, quantitative, or mixed method study. Also, you're going to be identifying the procedures in Chapter 3, the procedures from which you're going to provide sufficient detail how others, the reader, could actually replicate your study. Chapter 4 are the results, and the results is an opportunity for you to actually address through analysis your research questions, and you're going to interpret. You're going to present that without interpretation, because interpretation is in Chapter 5. And that's where you're going to have your discussion and draw conclusions in Chapter 5, as well as provide any limitations. Limitations, by the way, are those that are largely outside the control of you as a researcher. You're going to identify what those are. There's also your references at the end, which you have in-text citations throughout your dissertation, particularly in your literature review. Then also you may have some appendices where, for example, if you construct a survey instrument, you may have your data within those areas. So that truly is a broad overview of the dissertation, and what I hope you get out of this is that it's a process, it's a journey. I'm here to support you, and I look forward to our partnership. Thank you.